have some better information to go off of, now we can better expand on exactly why it is the FBI decided to raid former President Trump's home. Now, guys, I'm going to expand on the video that I did earlier tonight. This video is going to come out tomorrow morning. I'm not going to be releasing it tonight because the algorithm itself is really kind of acting weird. But this video will be out tomorrow morning, and I'm talking probably right around 10 o'clock, probably a little bit earlier than that. I normally don't release content till the afternoon. I normally don't release content at night, but I want to go ahead and get this out here. So supposedly what they're saying at this moment in time is that they've been investigating Trump for a while over some improper handling of boxes from the White House. And of course, this was referred to the National Archives a while back. Now, this right here sounds to me like a stretch. We can't get him on anything during January the 6th or anything that occurred on January the 6th because they keep on doing this January 6th Commission investigation. Of course, they didn't really come up with anything or even find anything, but now we're going to get him over some improperly handled boxes. They're trying to break into his safe, stuff like that. It just sounds like very, very dumb stuff if you guys are kind of picking up on what I'm saying. Nothing that would actually warrant an actual true arrest or any prison time. But then again, though, let's just go ahead and be honest. This is the most persecuted president we've seen, and he's been persecuted, quite frankly, since he entered the Oval Office in 2017. Hell, actually, before that, if you actually think about it, because Hillary was already screaming rigged election. Yeah, I said that in the first 2 minutes of a video on YouTube. She was screaming that after she lost. Funny how it is that Trump brings up questions in 2020, but yet Hillary Clinton basically called the previous election illegitimate. But yet we don't talk about that. Now, it doesn't matter what happened in 2020. I just figured I'd throw that out there because it's more and more hypocrisy. But guys, I do want to expand on some of the things I talked about in the previous video. This right here is obviously just the continuation of an actual witch hunt. Like I said, they didn't have anything on. They couldn't get anything on. They couldn't get anything that actually stuck to him. There's a reason why he's being called the Teflon Don, because quite frankly, they can't get anything to stick on the guy. Okay, the more and more that you persecute this individual, the more and more sympathy he's going to garner, and the more and more people are actually going to vote for him. This tweet right here was one of the very first ones, and don't worry, I'll be putting up Trump's statement right after this tweet right here, which you're seeing right now. Pretty much guarantees him getting elected in 2024. Also, something else too, 69% was the vote at actual CPAC this past weekend in Dallas, Texas. He also got 71% at the Turning Point USA event the other about 2 weeks ago. It seems like this guy is probably going to be the nominee, and it looks to me like the DOJ is trying to ensure that that right there will not happen, especially the Democratic Party. Which, by the way, this right here is pure politics, as I will explain here momentarily. And we're just now finding out, of course, via Brian Kilmeade, that these safes are actually yeah, they are empty. You guys will hear about this tomorrow morning. So yeah, once again, another nothing burger. The video that I released tonight, which by the way, I'm doing this on Monday night, there's a few things that I missed on. Obviously, it came off as a bit more of a rant than anything else. If you guys want to go check out that video, go right ahead and do so. I'll leave it in the comment section for you guys if you guys want to watch it and get a nice little laugh on it, because I was actually operating off the intel that I had at the time. Go right ahead and do so. I'll take it on the chin. But now that we got some more info, let's go ahead and kind of expand on this. Now, guys, in one of the videos that's set to be released tomorrow, I'm talk a little bit about the IRS agents that are being added to that $739 billion bill that the Democrats kind of just threw through the Senate yesterday. Now, guys, here's the thing. Those 87,000 IRS agents that are being hired, they won't actually be hired on and hitting the street till sometime next year. Now, what in the hell will they be doing? They're more likely going to be in charge of audits. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, what does this have to do with Donald Trump? Well, it actually has a lot to do with it because it's the continuation of an actual political persecution. Now, guys, I want you to think about something really quick. Most of the GOP's donor base, at least since 2014, since that midterm elections, they have been coming from mostly working class families, okay? The overall money amount is not the same as it was the big donors, but the vast majority of their actual small donors have been coming from that particular base of support. Those are being working class families, those who make anywhere between, like, say, $30,000 to like $250,000 a year. Those right there are the actual main donors. They've been donating like crazy. I want to say the RNC got right around $500 million back in 2016. I don't have the numbers for 2020, but that right there is the reason why these IRS agents are being hired. They are there to actually audit middle and lower class or working class families. I hate to use the term lower class. It just comes out. But the thing is this right here. if they can target that, especially going into an election year, it stymies the GOP donor base. That right there is one of the main reasons why they're doing it. It's pretty obvious. If you actually look into the bill and you see all the actual pork, you'll actually see the exact same thing. And once again, this right here has got to do not just with persecuting Trump. This has also got a lot to do with actually persecuting the voters. Ron DeSantis right now is actually leading the pack when it comes to overall donations, and Trump's Save America PAC is right there behind it. If small donors are not donating, then you're kind of taking away, then you're kind of having one of your main apparatuses being taken away. Speaking how the GOP now actually represents working class voters now instead of the billionaire class. So yes, this right here once again is pure politics. And let me go ahead and break this down for you. Go back to that bill, that $730 billion bill, which by the way I talk about of course in the video tomorrow, the second part to the one I did today. The Democrats, or the Democratic base, they had Dem exit trending today. You guys probably saw it in the previous video. The reason why it was trending is because the much more lefties, or the leftoids, or we'll just call them the Bernie babies. That's what Sticks X never likes to call them. I kind of use that term every now and again. I like to use leftoid a little bit more. But the thing is this right here. They're not happy about the bill because the bill did not include a lot of the stuff that they wanted. Free health care, student loan debt relief, a lot of stuff that they did not get. And they're talking about, okay, we're leaving the party. And I said this before, if they don't have that base, they don't win a seat come 2022. This right here is the actions of a dying institution or a dying party before they die. They go out there and they persecute, they try to arrest people. They also at the same time get drunk with power. That is what you're seeing right now out of this administration, which by the way, I don't even think Joe Biden has got full control over. I think this Susan Rice and Ron Klain are actually in charge. I know that I can get in trouble for saying that, but I'm going to go ahead and throw that out there. This right here is pure red meat to a base of support to try to fire them up. Yeah, we arrested Trump. We raided him. We've got him. Even though the most you've got is some improperly handled boxes, improperly handled safes, improperly handled documents, dude's going to get off anyways. I mean, come on. You guys are kind of throwing, it's almost like they're throwing crap at the wall hoping it to stick. This right here, once again, is something that more than likely will not stick. This is just this is nothing more than just a continuation of a great big giant political persecution, of which they finally got the cojones to actually go down there to his home. And of course, they went down to his home when he was not there. You see, if you're actually going to arrest someone, you typically go to their home when they're actually home itself. Trump was not even there. The FBI would have known that he was not there because the surveillance and the security apparatus of this country allows the NSA and the FBI to kind of coordinate with one of those. So they would have known if he was home or not. Like I said, this right just looks like much, but was just more and more of a hassle. It lets their base know we're going after him, when in reality they can't do anything even if they friggin' arrest him, or if they even detain him. They can't actually charge him because they don't really have anything to do it with. Like I said, they know that they're losing support. So what do? We throw a Hail Mary. We go down there, we raid his home, and maybe maybe we can find some damning evidence, and maybe we can possibly arrest him even though he's not even there to arrest. So what are we going to do? We're going to take these boxes and we're going to say, well, he improperly did this. By the way, there's a second investigation going on about that. I'll be leaving an article in the description box, maybe 2 or 3 articles about that in the description box. That way you guys can kind of figure out which one you think is actually more credible. But the fact of the matter is this right here. This entire ordeal is just a continuation of political persecution that quite frankly they're never going to end. Quite frankly, it's never going to end. Also something else too, as I said before in the previous section of the video, the only thing you're doing is turning him into a martyr. You're even making some people who were never Trump in 2020 turn around and see the light to go support him because you continue to nag and nag and nag and press and press and press, and you continue to go after somebody when in reality what you should be doing is focusing on the American people and the well-being of the American people instead of driving the prices of everything through the freaking roof. That right there is what the hell is this right here. This is nothing more than just more pure red meat to the base. Is all this is. 66% of Democrat voters post 2016 believed that Donald Trump got help from Russia and that Russia was physically changing votes. Yet the Obama's head of Homeland Security, Jay Johnson, confirmed that the Russians didn't even flip a single vote. You guys see what I'm saying? It's just more red meat to a base of people who, quite frankly, are just becoming loonier and loonier every day. Guys, John Claymore here. Like I said before, I'll leave the previous video in the comment section for you guys to rib on. If you guys want to make fun of it, you guys want to laugh at it, go right ahead and do so. It was a bit of a rant, but go right ahead and do that. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys also share the video. Leave a comment in the comment section.